They say everything's bigger in Texas. That'll certainly be true for the Flames football pass list on Saturday when Liberty visits SMU. 9 players on Liberty's active roster hail from the Lone Star State, and tickets for family members have been hard to come by.
It is what it is. Family back home, that's the closest game. So if they have to pay, they will. But I think I don't have enough, but the tickets that I have, my family will be happy with.
Me and Solomon, we argue every day about who's gonna get more tickets, because he be trying to come to the D lineman asking for tickets. I'm like, hey, this is off. That's that territory right there. That's all me, because he got mad at me that I got some of the safeties tickets already. I beat him to it.
It's also homecoming for Flames head coach Turner Gill, a Fort Worth native, a University of North Texas graduate, and a former SMU assistant coach.
Well, I got a few phone calls, a few ticket requests and all that kind of stuff, so kind of part of it is myself handling it and part of my wife is handling it, and obviously trying to move forward. So it's going to be exciting for me to be in the state of Texas, have a daughter that actually 10 minutes from the SMU campus, so we're not very far from that area and all that.
But make no mistake, when the Flames fly into Dallas, it'll be nothing short of a business trip. Liberty's looking for its 5th win over an FBS program and its 3rd since Gill took over in 2012.
Just take it like any other game, we don't really look at if they're FBS or the signal on their helmet, stuff like that. We just take it like any other game, execute, study our film, practice hard, and just go in and execute.
I feel like our team, man, is a very talented team. FCS is just a name for us, man. I feel like we can play with anybody in this country. If we execute and go out and do what the coaches tell us to do, we're one nice team.
Both teams have identical 1-1 records, each with a loss to a Power 5 opponent. Liberty's coming off a 55-7 home opening win over Jacksonville last Saturday. SMU took a 40-13 loss at 23rd ranked Baylor. The Mustangs were without senior quarterback Matt Davis, and Monday it was announced Davis will miss the rest of the year with a knee injury. That means freshman Ben Hicks will be running the show again this week.
Seeing him against Baylor, he definitely proved to us as a coaching staff that he can do a great job in their offense and in their scheme.
It would be a little bit different just from the experience, from just going from a senior to a freshman, but I feel like their coaching staff, as good as they are, they'll have him ready to go.
Hicks completed 17 passes for 229 yards and a touchdown against Baylor, but he also threw 3 interceptions. His top target is All-American wide receiver Cortland Sutton. The sophomore already has 13 career touchdown grabs, and he's averaging 27.4 yards per reception this year. That's tops in the country. On defense, SMU gives up a lot of yards, but much like the Flames, they do force turnovers. The Mustangs already have 5 interceptions in just 2 games.
They use different techniques in the back end than typical quarters defenses, so they have more eyes on the football with the techniques that they play at the cornerback and the safety position. So that allows for them to play better pursuit football.
They're a very physical team, very aggressive. They're kind of like our defense. So studying film on them is just like watching our defense, so it's going to be a fun game.
They run a similar defense to us, 4-down linemen, and basically it's something that we've seen all camp, and that's why it's easy for us to prepare for this team.
Well, SMU may be easy to prepare for, but they're not easy to stop, especially on offense. When you look at the Mustangs this year, they have scored 5 touchdowns in 2 games. 4 of those scores have come on explosive plays of 20 yards or more. In his press conference this week, Coach Turner Gill emphasized the importance of stopping the explosive plays, or at least limiting them, from SMU here this week. SMU coach Chad Morris on the other side still remembers his first season from last year and a homecoming loss to James Madison, 48-45. He said that loss sent his team into a tailspin. They lost their next 6 games after that and never were able to recover. For that reason, Morris says that Liberty has everyone's full attention in Dallas this week. Kickoff coming up at 6 o'clock p.m. local time in Dallas-Fort Worth, but 7 o'clock Eastern here in Lynchburg. Live television coverage will be provided by ESPN3. The Liberty Flame Sports Network will have live radio coverage as well, right here on 88.3 FM locally in Lynchburg. From Williams Stadium, my name is Nick Pierce for the Liberty Flame Sports Network.